Boxing Guru here. This is boxing. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon on your screen to get notified when the latest content drops. Welcome to another edition of Boxing Guru. This is boxing. 147 is heating up for Shawn Showtime Porter.
What's up, y'all? I'm still at it, still working, still focused, still ready to go. Only one name on my mind. You already know who that is. Only one guy for me to fight. You know who that is. See it? I'm getting ready for him. Danny Garcia, come holler at me ASAP.
Shawn Showtime Porter is once again calling out Danny Garcia to the mix. Come see me ASAP. Boxing fans and enthusiasts, this would be a very intriguing matchup. I consider both fighters a powerhouse at 147. It is true what they say, styles make fights, and this would be a classic welterweight clash between both champions. Shawn Porter is coming off of what I would call a lackluster performance against two-time former welterweight champion Aundrell in April this year held at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. While Danny Garcia hasn't stepped back in the ring since his only defeat against Keith one-time Thurman in March earlier this year as well. Notably and ironically, both fighters' only blemish of defeat was against the same guy, Keith one-time Thurman. Some may ask, why doesn't Sean P just fight Errol Spence for the IBF title? Well, boxing is a business first and entertainment second. So the Porter team at the end of the day is aware that getting that rematch with one-time Thurman is the best marketable decision. And what better way is there to force that matchup with Keith one-time Thurman than by beating the Philly champion Danny Garcia? This is the best matchup for Shawn Porter right now. Shawn Porter has definitely something to prove because his last fight with Aundrell was not a polished performance. I get the fact that he is an aggressive fighter, and to fight Shawn Porter, you're gonna have to get dirty. But at the same time, Shawn is gonna have to learn to be calculated and controlled with his aggression in order to be a top pound for pound champion. I think it's okay to make it a dogfight, but when you're fighting in the trenches, he seems to lead with wild shots and lead with his head, which is causing deadly headbutts to his opponents. It happened multiple times when he fought Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman as well, but against Aundrell it was just a real sloppy performance in general. Ultimately, I think he has what it takes to be an elite fighter. I just think he needs to be much more polished in his aggressive attacks. Danny Garcia has something to prove to himself, primarily coming off his first title defeat to Keith Thurman to unify the welterweight title. He needs to show that he still has what it takes to be the welterweight champion. Although every champion can't go without having one blemish on their record, it's interesting to see if Danny Garcia could come back after losing, what his actual performance will be like directly after that particular fight. The Philly native has explosive power, and this matchup with Porter could give him the motivation he needs to get back in the groove for a possible rematch in 2018 with Keith one-time Thurman. For either fighter, another loss would derail their path even more so for a future title shot. So this fight and their performance could definitely affect their career dramatically in terms of being an elite fighter. 147 is heating up. With Terrence Crawford adding to the mix, fighters are scrambling for position. This would give fight fans and enthusiasts yet another opportunity to see who's the best at 147 and who deserves to be at the top.